Today's video is brought to you by URCD Keys, the best source for Windows 10 and Office Professional product keys at deeply discounted prices. More details at the end of the video.
A Xeon 2460 version 3 Core 3.3 turbo can exchange blows with a 3600 paired with a 2080 Ti and 1080p. 2460 version, I think V3 X99, 16 gigs of RAM, $300 Canadian on AliExpress. 3600 is $300 Canadian. Then yeah. Get an external hard drive? Yeah, that'll work.
That CPU he mentions is a 8-core 16-thread chip, but it is a 22 nanometer chip from 2014. The Ryzen 5 3600 is a 6-core 12-thread chip, Zen 2, obviously newer.
Yep. Well, 8 cores.
From 2014.
Exactly. It is from 2014.
And that's Haswell.
It is.
So, yeah, I guess. Here's the problem. He's comparing the price of very used, very out of warranty, very out of date components
Very.
that are very much done getting BIOS updates and optimizations and security updates.
Bob's too busy mining now. Sorry, he can't do your updates.
To a modern platform that's new and under warranty.
Yeah.
And he's saying the price is about the same, but you get 8 cores. Yeah, but they aren't the same thing. You're comparing a 7-year-old CPU and a fairly old motherboard platform at this point to a brand new CPU and motherboard at the same price, and all you do is go from 6 to 8 cores. That's like saying you found a deal on a used Lexus rather than a new Toyota for the same money. Well, yes, a Lexus is going to have real wood, and the leather's a bit nicer, and the chrome wheels are a bit nicer, and it's a Lexus, and that's nice.
How many miles are on that Lexus?
What, but that's not even the point. The point is,
Yes, it
you're
is.
comparing a used car to a new car. If you have a fixed budget and you just want to know what can I get for my money, I would posit you're a new car buyer or you're a used car buyer.
Yeah.
You don't cross-shop new versus used because you either want brand new, you want a one-fart car. You want a car that nobody else has spilled their French fries in and smelled up the seat and touched everything and used it. You either want a brand new car with a brand new car experience or a brand new warranty, or you're a used car buyer and you perfectly are happy to buy cars that have had 3 to 5 years of use on them, and that's just you. And I don't know that it makes any sense to compare the two. Because if you want a new car, you'll never be happy with a used one.
Correct.
And if you're happy with a used one, then it doesn't generally, there are exceptions, Toyota looking at you, Subaru looking at you, Honda looking at you, but outside of those exceptions, pretty much everything else, there are exceptions, but generally, if you're a used car buyer, you're never going to want to take the depreciation hit of new.
Correct.
The other failure in this argument is he's comparing $300 Canadian to the 7-year-old 8-core platform versus the brand new 6-core platform. But those aren't the choices. You think they are, but they're not. I mean, that might be what you have to spend because you already have case, power supply, graphics card, etc. But you're putting it around a package where you need a case, power supply, storage, graphics card, etc. You need a whole computer. You need a monitor, keyboard, mouse, etc. What's on your desk is $1,000 to $1,500. Instead of spending $300 Canadian to buy a 3600, spend $400 Canadian and get a 3700X. Now, your $1,500 desktop became $1,600. And now you have a new 8-core chip on a modern platform with modern updates versus a 7-year-old 8-core chip. $300 for the old platform is not cheap enough. To put up with the used and the old, it's going to be a lot cheaper than that. For me.
Even when you get a motherboard and RAM.
If the $100 difference, maybe $150 difference makes a difference to you, I would suggest you go fix that problem first, because you are comparing an old, out-of-date platform that has no more BIOS updates, no more security updates, no more anything, to a new current platform that's actively being developed for. And if you buy a Ryzen 5 3600 and you put it on a B550 motherboard, you have the option at some point in the future to drop a 8, 12, or 16 frickin' core Zen 3 on it. And you don't on the... do you need to save the $100 that badly? Do you want to fuss with a used 7-year-old platform to save $100?
Oh, there you go. The i7 10700F in Canada is $350. That's what he's saying.
On a chart of dollar cost per frame per second, dollar cost per core, per clock, per everything, of course, obviously the used is cheaper. But that's like saying that used cars are cheaper than new cars. Well, no freaking kidding. I'd hope so. But yet, lots of people buy new cars.
They do.
And they don't all do that because they hate their money. They do that because they want the new car experience. A modern Zen 2 or Zen 3 chip, or the i7 10700F, as somebody in chat mentioned, is going to be a superior user experience to an old 2014 Xeon. URCD Keys is the best source for genuine Windows 10 and Office Professional product keys that work the first time, every time. Get 20% off normal prices using our discount code BST for Byte Size Tech and the link in the video description below. $15 gets you a Windows 10 Professional OEM key that is a real product key, activates directly with Microsoft, use it forever as it links to your Microsoft account, and it works through reinstalls. Get a full copy of Office 2019 Professional Plus for about $50 that redeems at setup.office.com using your Microsoft account. It also works forever through reinstalls. We have been using URCD keys for almost 3 years now and recommend you do so as well.